So Rob, EA UFC 2 has just come out. You're a big gamer. How does it feel to finally be in a video game?
Excited, and like it's always been a goal of mine. I remember when I first cracked into the UFC, I was like, my goal is to get into that game. It was nothing about getting titles or get better. It was just I want to get in the game, And then I found out my character can't head kick, so it was a huge disappointment to me. But yeah, no, it's cool, man.
Did you write an angry letter to EA asking what exactly is going on? Why can't you head kick?
Definitely not. I'm going to create my own character and beat myself up.
Have you had a chance to actually play as yourself in the game?
I have. I managed to get a go on it at the UFC gym when they did an EA sort of release, and it's fun. It's a lot more fluid than the earlier games, and yeah, it's really cool.
So you're fighting at UFC 197. This is a big step up because you've been a staple of these Australian cards. How do you feel about fighting on such a massive card, obviously under Daniel Cormier and Jon Jones?
Yeah, it's a huge honour and privilege, to be amongst the ranks of those, super athletes. As you said, I've been a staple of these homebound cards, and I love that. I used to look for that because it's comfortable. I get to fight in front of my hometown, and I genuinely enjoy it. But I think it's time for me to go out there and show the rest of the world what Australia has to offer, what Australia's bringing up now, and I'm excited.
How do you feel about your opponent, Rafael Natal? You were supposed to fight Michael Bisping originally, then you fought Uriah Hall. Where do you think Rafael Natal sort of stands as your next opponent?
In terms of what?
Well, obviously you had Bisping, and then you fought Uriah Hall. Rafael Natal, he seems like a bit of a step down compared to Michael Bisping. Are you happy with the opponent you got?
I think anybody that thinks Rafael Natal is a step down loses. Okay, he's a super athlete as well. He's in the top 20, and he's beaten some dudes, man. He's rugged. He's got a reliable skill set, and yeah, he's not a showcase or the prettiest sort of fighter to watch, but he's a rugged, persistent, determined dude, and I'm not going to underestimate him. I don't think he's a step down at all, and I'm going to go in there and I'm going to just do my thing, and yeah, I'm going to take it like it's the biggest fight of my life, which it is, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
The other reason why I asked that question is because just judging by the reaction of the fans, a lot of people wanted to see you fight Lyoto Machida originally. Kind of looks like the UFC is progressing your career, sort of slowly, trying to build you up slowly. How do you feel about that? Do you like the pace that they're giving your opponents at?
Yeah, in terms of fans asking me to fight people, I saw a fan say fight Mike Tyson, so I don't know how much we can go off the fans wanting fights. But in terms of my career, I've never thought of I've got to beat so to get to a title shot. I don't even think of title shots. I think of the UFC put opponents in front of me. I'm going to fight them and I'm going to win. And eventually when I beat everyone, I'll be the best. I'll get that belt, and that's the game plan.
Saw some reports where Dana White said you're one of his favorite fighters these days. What do you think when you see high praise like that?
It's a huge honor. It's always good to have the boss, like be in the good graces of your boss. I'm honored that he's got his sights on me. He notices that I like putting on exciting fights. I always go for the finish. I like fighting, but that doesn't help me beat Natal. You know what I mean? So I just push to the side. I get back on the mats, and I just do my work.
You talked about being excited to be on 197, obviously so, but you do have this 4-fight winning streak, 3-0 middleweight, all done down here in this part of the world. I know, that routine, it's comfortable. I mean, is there any concern at all that, changing things up is going to change your performance?
Definitely not. I think the results of my last fights wasn't because it was homebound, it was because of the training that I implemented beforehand. I did some big changes before my winning streak started. I changed my training coaches and my training regime. It's all homebound now. I'm around people that love me, that care for me, that want me to succeed, not for themselves but for myself. And that was the biggest influence in my latest winning streak.
Do you feel like this is the moment you kind of break out? Because I feel like back in the States, maybe you're not getting the respect you deserve, maybe because the fights have been down here. Do you think this is the moment that you can get that respect?
Who can say? It's my job to fight these people and to show people that I deserve respect. And whether it's today, tomorrow, the next day, it doesn't bother me. I've got a single track mind to just go out there, beat Natal, beat the next bloke, and, if they want to respect me so that they can.